This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, our political analyst Rick Morelli is here to break down the race for U.S. Congress between two former Hazleton mayors. Hello and welcome, friends, and thank you for watching. I'm Ken Kara, and we have a packed show that includes politics, musicals, and soccer. We'll start with our headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Event coordinator Lori O'Gurka says that if you are from Hazleton, live in Hazleton, love someone from Hazleton, then this is the event for you. She's referring to an event called We Are Hazleton, supporting the Hazleton Police Department, which just got underway at 5 p.m. tonight at the Pines Eatery and Spirits in downtown Hazleton. Tonight's benefit is a kickoff for a newly created 501c3 foundation to support the Hazleton Police Department. Enjoy beverages and appetizers, plus Ostrich Hat will perform. The suggested donation is $20, plus there will also be an auction and tricky trays. Organizers hope to raise $50,000 to help the police purchase some much needed equipment. SSPTV is a proud sponsor of this special event. Also taking place this evening, the Cunningham Zoning Hearing Board will hear a request tonight for a zoning variance to build a Dollar General store along Route 93 near Woodlawn Drive in Cunningham. That property is currently zoned residential. The hearing is scheduled for 7:30 p.m. at the Cunningham Borough Municipal Building on Main Street in Cunningham. A fire that destroyed 3 vacant Shenandoah businesses and damaged a bank has been ruled as arson. A state police fire marshal determined that the Sunday morning fire in Shenandoah originated in the rear of 9 North Main Street and that the cause is incendiary in nature. Anyone with any information is asked to call state police at Schuylkill Haven at 570-739-1330. Tuesday was the last day for candidates to file for Pennsylvania's primary election, which is set for April 26th. And 2 men who ran against each other in years past are now seeking the same seat in United States Congress. Lisa Sugar talks with SSPTV political analyst Rick Morelli about the race for Congress in the 11th Congressional District.
While this is certainly a presidential year election-wise, many people will be paying more attention, but there is going to be one definite battle right here in our own backyard, that being for the 11th Congressional District. The seat is currently held by incumbent Lou Barletta. He, a former mayor of Hazleton, will be challenged by a former mayor of Hazleton, Mike Marsicano, who is seeking the Democratic nomination. So how interesting will this race be if it is those two head-to-head?
This race is going to be very interesting. The fact that you have 2 former mayors from the same city going at it who actually in the past ran against each other. If you recall, Lou Barletta did beat Mayor Marsicano in a write-in vote. I think it's fair to say there's no love between these 2 individuals, and I think that this campaign is going to probably get a little sticky at times between the 2 camps. There's no question that Lou Barletta he's a front runner here. I mean, he has a lot of money behind him. The territory he has it's a very strong Republican territory. The people know him. They know him, know his name. And the fact is, in a year where people are talking about immigration, Lou Barletta came in the limelight because of his stance on immigration, and that's going to help him. So Mike Marsicano is a good person. He's someone who's a fighter. He's going to go out there and he's going to work hard, and he's going to be challenging Lou Barletta. So it's going to be a very interesting campaign, as I said, but how it evolves, we will see.
And we should get a lot of people going to the polls because we've talked earlier about the presidential race, and that usually does bring out a lot more people, and we saw a lot more people coming out in Iowa at the caucus. So hopefully a lot of people heading to the polls. That'll play an important role as well. Yeah,
this election has a lot of people talking for a lot of different reasons. And like I said before, it shouldn't just be about the person, but it should be about the issues. And a lot of these issues that we're going to be facing now in the direction of the country are going to affect us years and years down the road. So it's important for people to pay attention of the candidates, what they stand for, and what they're going to do, and to vote, because again, we always say, don't complain if you don't vote.
Well, it's going to be an exciting year election-wise right here in Pennsylvania and across the country. Rick Morelli, our political analyst, will be back from time to time to keep us up to date and bring us some interesting topics as well.
Definitely, without question. Thank you.
All right, Rick Morelli.
Thank you, Rick and Lisa. Meanwhile, Lou Barletta has picked up an endorsement. The United States Chamber of Commerce has endorsed Barletta's candidacy for re-election. Thomas Donahue, the president and CEO of the U.S. Chamber, says in a statement that Barletta's record on support on pro-business issues earned him the organization's endorsement. The U.S. Chamber represents more than 3 million businesses and organizations. The alternative education program in the Hazleton Area School District was a hot topic at a school board meeting on Wednesday. The board looked at making some cuts to the program, but none were made last night. The alternative education program started 2 years ago, and it provides education for kids with disciplinary or other issues that make it a problem for them to attend common classes. The highest number of students to be enrolled in the program so far is 30, and it costs the district about $400,000 every year. Well, it's the end of a very talented era. Longtime Standard Speaker photographer Eric Conover has retired. He's seen here with managing editor Mark Ketcher and operations manager John Patton. Eric was responsible for bringing the greater Hazleton area to life for the past 27 years via his camera lens. Everyone here at SSPTV wishes Eric a very happy and blessed retirement. Your talent is greatly appreciated, and you will be missed, sir, at all the sporting events that I covered. Good man, Eric. Coming up next on FYI, some members of the Nuremberg Players are here with a preview of their upcoming performance of Grease. And stay tuned after that, because in sports we talk with Madison Palumbo, a Hazleton Area High School senior who's already made history at the college soccer level.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, you've all heard the saying, grease is the word. Well, it certainly is at the Nuremberg Community Players. They are going to be presenting Grease in March 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. And here to tell us all about it is Suzanne Kroll. She is the director of the show and a member of the board of directors. And also Leah Meisowitz, who is the assistant director. Did I say that correctly?
Yes,
all right. And she's also a brand new board member for the theater as well. So, Suzanne, I'm going to start with you. This is really great. Another wonderful performance by your truly talented troupe. And you guys are in a rather new location that's maybe some people aren't familiar with.
We have renovated over the course of 4 years the St. Joe's Catholic Church in Nuremberg, raised the seating level so that you can see in the back of the auditorium, brand new heating system, new bathrooms upstairs so you don't have to go downstairs to use the bathrooms, a nice stage. We're still adding more lights and extending the stage so it's a little bit bigger. Hoping someday to have our own dinner theater in the house, but right now we're partnering with the Towers Restaurant to do a combo dinner and a show deal. So that's exciting too, which it's $10 for dinner and $15 for the show.
Wow, so that's awesome. You can't get a better deal than that. And you're getting truly talented people from our area, because this area is really deep with talent. I really believe that. Now, how did you get involved? You're a brand new board member.
Yes, I started, I just looked at it. It was in the bulletin at my church, and I thought my daughter would be interested, so I brought her, and she loved it, and I got roped right in. I love it. It's just an amazing experience, and we have such a good time, and everybody just works really well together, and we're really enjoying it.
And you're the assistant director for the show right now. So how great is this show going to be?
Oh my God, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. We're having such a good time with it, and everybody that's going to come out and see it is going to enjoy it.
Well, Grease is one of my all-time favorites. I think everybody really loves that one. So, Suzanne, tell us all about how they get the tickets and exactly when the times are.
So tickets are on sale now, and you're going to call the number 570-788-4411, and when you call, you tell them the date you want to attend, how many tickets, and if you're interested in dinner, they will ask you if you would prefer. There are 5 choices for dinner. There's a meatloaf platter, a blue plate special. They're all blue plate specials from the 50s, so it's meatloaf, a half of a fried chicken breast, pork chop platter, fried chicken, or how is it called? It's country fried steak, and then last but not least, a shrimp basket, and that includes coffee, tea, water, and a dessert.
So that's at the Towers, and that's really close to where the theater is.
It's very close by, and because we were concerned people would feel rushed for dinner, we're giving anyone who does dinner in a show VIP parking right in front of the theater.
All right. right, so that's great. Now, I know you've been seeing some pictures of everything that's been going on, but you want to know the true talent that is here. So we're pleased to be graced by the presence of who?
Danny Zuko.
All right, the one and only Danny Zuko here to give you a little sample. So go to the phone, call for your tickets, and right now we're going to leave you with the sounds of Grease, presented by the Nuremberg Community Players.
Sandy, can't you see I'm in misery? We made a start, now we're apart. There's nothing left for me. Love has flown all alone. I sit and wonder why you left me. Oh, Sandy, baby, someday when high school is done, somehow, some way, our two worlds will be one. In heaven, forever and ever we will be. Oh, please say you'll stay. Oh, Sandy.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It's been hard to keep up with the weather lately. We don't know if you need shorts or snow pants. However, we will get some steady temperatures for the next few days for the most part. This is our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around 14 degrees on our extended outlook. Now, there is a hazardous weather outlook for Friday as we could see some freezing rain. Friday, mostly cloudy with a high of 34. And then Friday night, 30% chance of rain, freezing rain and sleet, mostly cloudy, low of 30 degrees. On Saturday, 20% chance of showers, partly sunny, high in the upper 40s. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 31. Sunday, partly sunny with a high in the mid 40s. Sunday night, we have a 40% chance of rain and snow before 1 a.m., then a chance of snow and freezing rain, mostly cloudy with a low of 31. Monday is mostly cloudy with a high near 41, and then Monday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 25 degrees. And now here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers on FYI. Pick 2, 70, pick 3, 298, pick 4, 9027, and pick 5, 63031. When we come back in sports, we'll meet the first ever commitment to Penn State Hazelton's new women's soccer program. But before we go to break, here's some law talk.
Viewer question: how do you challenge someone's claim to the decedent's property?
Well, that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And to the family of the decedent, it's a very important issue. I could just relate to you one particular incident that we had where the decedent had a rather large IRA account with a brokerage firm, and when we contacted that brokerage firm, they said, "Oh no, we're paying this to this other person who was not even a family member." And we said, "Wait a minute, now get us some proof on that the decedent named them the beneficiary on that account." What they provided to us, we didn't think was particularly sustainable. So what we did is we had to file, and in the same situation, you would have to file a petition in the Orphans Court Division. This particular case was here in Luzerne County. We got our witnesses together, including an expert in account management, and we went to a trial. And we had a trial before the Orphans Court judge who decided that, in fact, we were right, the brokerage house was wrong, and ordered the brokerage house to pay the account to our client, who was the decedent's son. As I said, it doesn't happen too often, but certainly it's an important issue. And if it does happen, you can't just rely on what you are told, particularly if it's something that's odd or different or something you don't agree with. And if you don't agree with, you must ask for documented proof that it was the intent of the decedent to have that account go by beneficiary designation to someone outside the family.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Let's open things up with some district playoff results in basketball. In the District 11 AAA boys playoffs, Jim Thorpe rallied to beat North Schuylkill, the Olympians. Were down by 6 heading into the final quarter, but grabbed a 36-34 lead with under 1 minute to go. So Jim Thorpe, they move on to the quarterfinals. In the District 2/4 Quad A sub-regional, Abington Heights, they beat Scranton, and that sets up a meeting with the Hazleton area boys on Friday night at Berwick at 8 p.m. The other semifinal will feature Wyoming Valley West taking on Williamsport. The Penn State Hazleton women's soccer program was able to check a lot of boxes off when they grabbed Madison Palumbo from Hazleton Area High School. It's their first commitment to the program. First off, they got a midfielder with a lot of talent, plus they were able to open an important pipeline to the high school right in their backyard, and they got someone with established leadership qualities for their brand new women's soccer program. The team's inaugural season is set for next fall. Moments before the press conference to announce Madison Palumbo as the first commitment to Penn State Hazleton's women's soccer program, her future coach asked her an important question. He asked her what number jersey she wanted to wear next season. Palumbo immediately answered number 20. That's the same number U.S. soccer legend and World Cup champion Abby Wambach used to wear.
She's been a really big influence on soccer. She's been a very big influence for myself. Just the way she plays, the way she leads her team. She doesn't take all the personal glory. She is the first to say that, the wins don't come straight from her. It comes from her and her team as well. So that's where a lot of my leadership roles came from. I really looked up to her.
Hazleton Area High School girls soccer coach Jim Paisley noticed Palumbo's leadership qualities almost immediately. Palumbo was a 4-year varsity starter for the Lady Cougars, and she was named captain as a sophomore and served in that role for 3 years. Paisley says she was a quiet leader that first year, but as a senior, she was the most talented and the most vocal player on the roster.
We had a very young team, so the skill level wasn't quite up to her standards. But very gracious. She led by example. She would take the time to show different moves to some of the players on the team, some things to help them become better players. So she was almost as much of a coach as I was, but an on-the-field type coach. So that she grew greatly in that capacity.
In some lights, it was very frustrating. Things would get very stressful. We didn't have the skill level compared to some other teams, but just being captain, I kind of just really tried to influence my players and really have them try and work for it as best we could. So overall, even though we didn't really have the greatest season turnouts, I would say that overall as a team, things worked out very nicely.
Madison grew up all around Penn State fans in her family. When she visited the University of Pittsburgh-Bradford, she was wearing a Penn State sweatshirt. Needless to say, she was thrilled when her mom told her that she read in the newspaper that Penn State Hazleton was launching a women's soccer program. From there, Palumbo's travel coach contacted the local Lions head coach Jesse Shadle, who saw Palumbo play indoor soccer at a facility in Bloomsburg.
I mean, when I first saw her play down at the competitive edge, I could tell she just had that natural instinct to lead from the midfield position, and that's going to be something that's very important coming into a new season with a new program. Maybe some girls that don't have the experience that she has, and it's going to be super important to have that leadership role take place early on.
Palumbo is a midfielder, and she says she likes the versatility of the position. If her team needs her on offense or defense, she says she'll be there. There may be no stars attached to her name like big-time college football recruits, but make no mistake, Penn State Hazleton thinks she'll shine bright on and off the field. Palumbo says the family atmosphere attracted her to Penn State Hazleton, and it didn't hurt when the Penn State Division I program won a national championship this past season. We talked to head coach Jesse Shadle about the extended Penn State soccer family.
We try to brand our programs very closely with University Park. It's something that really helps in the recruiting process because we're all one giant university, geographically dispersed, I believe is what they say. But I reached out shortly after the national championship to Coach Walsh and just congratulated her and let her know that we had started a program here and that we were going to be looking forward to learning from them and continuing to learn from them. And she emailed me right back and said, I can't wait for our paths to cross and to really benefit from this relationship on both ends.
Shada was talking about Penn State women's soccer head coach Erica Walsh out at University Park. Well, I'm out of sports, so please come back tomorrow. You know what? Come back after the social report so I can wrap things up for today's show. I'll see you then. Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, the Lehigh Valley Health Network will be holding a hands-free CPR class on Friday, February 26 at 5:30. The class is free and will be held at the Health and Wellness Center's fitness room. For more information, please call 570-501-6600. And one more quick announcement, the Tamaqua Community Arts Center will be holding a Kids Paint with Creative Canvas event on Saturday, March 12th at 10 a.m. The Art Center is located at 125 Pine Street in Tamaqua. Cost is $25 per child, and for more information, please call 570-668-1192. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Donald Peter Waldron of Drums. Funeral is Friday at 10 a.m. at the Butler Chapel of the Cropton Hughes Funeral Home. Friends may call Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m. and Friday from 9 to 10 a.m. Genevieve Jenny Sturlock of McAdoo. Funeral is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the Church of All Saints. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. The Stanley E. Analowski Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. Lorraine M. McNamara of Freeland. Mass is Saturday at 11 a.m. in the St. John Bosco Catholic Church. Friends may call Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. at the church. The McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Maria Concepcion of Hazleton. Viewing is Saturday from 3 to 9 p.m. at the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. And Joan L. Esposito, formerly of Hazleton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is George Millett of Tamaqua. George, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Get out and help out the Hazleton Police Department at the Pines Eatery and Spirits. Is started at 5, but it's going pretty late tonight, so head on over, check that out. We are Hazleton for the Hazleton Police Department. Also features ostrich hats, so you can rock out there. I'll be the one dancing to Dynamite. Still love that song. Still love Fridays too. I'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.
Hey golfers, have we got the perfect vacation spot for you? Myrtle Beach. Signature Golf Packages builds and reserves the finest and most reasonably priced Myrtle Beach vacations. From scheduling your golf tee times to making your hotel accommodations. Oceanfront to golf course villas. Mark Passon, a Hazleton native, has been doing this for 10 years. Expect excellent customer service, local knowledge of all the courses, and the best golf vacation of a lifetime. Call now to learn all of the specials that Signature Golf Packages can offer you or your group. 866-462-9885 or book now at signaturegolfpackages.com.